What's everyone saying? It's your boy Summon Explorers back again. I'm here today in Brixton in South London, right outside the tube station. I want to look at the two ways you can get between here, Brixton, and Victoria in central London. You've got the tube, you've got the Victoria line just behind me there, but you've also got the Southeastern. We're going to have a look. We're going to go on a short journey up to London Victoria by both the London Underground and the Southeastern, and we'll just compare. We'll see what's the chat, and yeah, we'll make a little journey out of it. Let's go.
Brixton is located in Zone 2 in South London and is well linked with the whole of the city. There's numerous buses that pass through the area and multiple rail links too, in the form of the London Underground Victoria line and Southeastern rail services. Both services link Brixton with London Victoria, one of the city's major transport interchanges. We've got some spare time. Let's compare the experience of travelling between Brixton and Victoria on both trains. First one, the Victoria line. First hit in the streets of Brixton in 1971. The Victoria line first opened in 1968, built as a new tube line aiming to improve south to north connections between some of London's major stations and relieve other lines and services of congestion. From here, services head up to Walthamstow Central via Victoria, Oxford Circus and King's Cross St Pancras. The Victoria line is one of the most frequent train lines out there, with up to 36 trains per hour during rush hour. That is a train every 100 seconds. You miss one train by 15 seconds because you tripped up on the escalator like an idiot, so you turn to this song for healing. Song finishes, train's already here. It's an absolute godsend. That's why I don't run for the Victoria line no more. One, so I don't trip up and fall on the escalator, and two, because another train's gonna turn up any second anyway. There's some folk on the Metropolitan line begging on their knees for a service like this. The journey between Brixton and Victoria is only 4 stops. Stockwell, Vauxhall, Pimlico and Victoria. There's nothing much to see except for tunnel and station. So what I'm going to do is time the journey from when we start moving to when the doors open at Victoria. That journey took just over 7 minutes between the two stations.
And this train now is ready to go. Stand clear, stand clear. Mind the doors, wait for the next one, mind the doors. Will be more space. Middle is where I'm standing, will be very busy on the train.
We're just off the Victoria line. We're going to head up to the National Rail Station and get a Southeastern train back to Brixton.
A journey between Brixton and Victoria with Oyster and contactless costs £3.40 during the peak and £2.80 off peak. Cash fare is £6.70, which is obviously a foolish thing to do. Also, don't forget, Oysters loaded with a rail card discount only pay £1.80. Time to head back to Brixton on the Southeastern, which leaves from the mainline station at London Victoria. You might already know, but London Victoria used to be split into 2 sections, starting off as 2 unconnected stations, one bit for the folk heading to the south coast to places like Brighton, Eastbourne and Bognor Regis, and another for the folk out to Cottam, Dover and then ends. We're heading out from the smaller, more humble side of the station, and there isn't too long to wait for our train. Our service is heading to Orpington via Bromley South, and Brixton is the first stop on our service. The Southeastern is much less frequent than the Victoria line. Of course, it's a mainline train, and most normal folk, unlike me, wouldn't be waiting for a Southeastern train just to head one stop to Brixton. Services run every 15 minutes during the week and every 30 minutes on the weekend.
Amazing timing, amazing timing. Train's leaving in 90 seconds. I'm tactical. You gotta move down to the first 4 carriages when you're here at Victoria, because everyone gets on at the back. Now, we're gonna start lightly jogging. 30 seconds. If I hear the trilly, we're done.
The Southeastern services are operated by 8 Class 465 trains. These bad boys are over 30 years old and are still going strong.
The next station is Brixton.
Our train crosses the River Thames and passes by the redeveloped Battersea Power Station before linking up and rolling with the Overground. Southeastern services pass by the Overground stations at Wandsworth Road and Clapham High Street before heading to Brixton. I'll say this is a much more scenic trip to Brixton, especially on a sunny day. Here we are at Brixton, probably one of the only people that got off here, honestly. This trip took around 6.5 minutes. On the platform, you can spot the line above where Overground services and Southeastern services too towards Denmark Hill pass. Check out my video about the line here. You can also see where the much disputed Hondo Tower would have stood as well. Check out my video on the topic here as well. The journey between Victoria and Brixton on the Southeastern costs £3.70 during peak times and £3.10 off peak. Railcard off peak fares £2. Paper tickets cost £4.30, which, once again, is a foolish thing to do. The thing about Brixton Rail is it's not accessible compared to Brixton Tube. The entrances are quite iffy, with the southbound entrance being located in this covered walkway here, which when dark or quiet would give you the light heebie-jeebies. The northbound platform is up this set of stairs along Railton Road. If you need to top up your Oyster card or buy a ticket, you'll need to head back around to the southbound for the facilities. In a nutshell, it only makes sense to travel on the Southeastern between the two places if you're odd, or if you realize a train is coming in and you're just passing by. It is more expensive too, remember that. Also bear in mind that the prices will have gone up following the 2025 fare increases. The Southeastern ride is much more chill, and you get to see a lot more than the tunnels on the Victoria line. I can't lie, I love the Victoria line. I love it, honestly. It's the best thing out there. Hands down the best line, yeah? And if you say otherwise, please, respectfully, alter your opinion.
And that's me back here at Brixton. Behind me there is Brixton Southeastern station. If you like the video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Ko-fi, Patreon in the description below. Yeah, where should I go next? It's been your boy, Someone Explores, and I'll catch you in the next video. See you in a bit.